Hey, what's happening, Black people? I hope you're doing well. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World, the Black Business School, and I'm not going to be on here for too long. I thought that I would just come in and talk to you guys about something that I just saw in the media that I thought was pretty interesting. It has to do with Colin Kaepernick, who is a guy that has been the subject of a lot of conversations recently. He's the brother that took the stand against police brutality or the shootings of black men. He took it on the football field. His former quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, and this brother, he's really made a name for himself, and he's also brought attention to what I perceive to be a very important issue. Here's something that's interesting, something you may not know. Since Kaepernick went to do the Nike ad, I don't know if you guys saw. I assume you all saw the Nike ad. I assume you all know the deal in terms of what the story is. Nike's actually seen a big pop in their market value. Their value is actually up by over $26 billion as a result of, well, I don't say as a result, a direct result of the Kaepernick ad, but it certainly played, some part in terms of saying that, working with a guy who believes in social justice isn't going to kill your brand. That there is room for activism within a capitalist society. I know a lot of people kind of think, no, you can't do that. Corporations can't take a risk. And, and I think Kaepernick showed that you can take a risk and it can work out. And in fact, what my hope is that there will be an NFL team that understands that there's additional economic value that can be captured by signing Kaepernick. And now here's the thing: I don't really know if Kaepernick wants to play football. I don't believe that he does, based on what I've seen. I kind of feel like the brother's kind of maybe he's getting smart about playing sports. Because I told you guys about all the brain damage that comes from playing football. It's a fucking mess. But at the same time, he deserves to be commended for taking his stand, and that's what it is. So let me do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, share, and subscribe button real quick while I send a note out to the rest of the tribe and let them know that we're live. Let me see here. Let me see. Yeah, so here's the deal. The thing is, the thing about it is that with Kaepernick, I spent a lot of time thinking about that, about how in terms of how we can process the stand that he took. I think it's heroic. I see a lot of people compare him to people like Muhammad Ali and others, and of course that gets my attention because of course I'm a big Muhammad Ali fan. He's out of my home city, Louisville, Kentucky, and he's inspired me a lot. And and I'm not really sure about that comparison. I'm not sure about that comparison. He says, but you're wearing Nike, my G. Absolutely, man. That shit. I got a Nike t-shirt on and I got some Nike shoes. Ain't no wrong wearing Nike now. I ain't hating on, I ain't making fun of Cap for wearing Nike. I am not making fun. Wait, let me see. Are these Nike sweats? No, these are Russell Athletic. Let me see. I probably got a Nike shoe within somewhere in this room. Let me see what else I got that's Nike. I don't know. I got some more Nike shit around here. Oh, I love Nike. Oh, don't fuck with me on that shit. I am a Nike fan. No question about that. So yeah, if you're trying to catch me in a bowl of hypocrisy, I'm gonna go ahead and short circuit you on that one. I am okay with wearing Nike. If you like Nike, go ahead and say Nike's cool. I like Nike. It is totally fine to like Nike. You just gotta love your black owned businesses too. But it's okay if Nike is your thing. But I want to ask you guys this. I see people comparing Kaepernick to Muhammad Ali. What do you guys think about that comparison? Give me a yes or no if you think it's appropriate to kind of say, when people say, Kaepernick is the new Muhammad Ali, stuff like that. Do you think that's an appropriate comparison? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is Kaepernick the new Muhammad Ali? Okay, D-Rock says not at all. Eddie says not even close. D-Rock, okay. Dwayne, no. Wallace, yes. Let's see. No, I'm gonna do a survey. I'm gonna do a survey on the YouTube channel blog because I really want to know what you guys think on this for sure from a statistical standpoint. Cap is cap. Patrick says hell yes. I see Black Noximus says no. DJ DK says no. Conscious One says no. I see a lot of no's. I see a lot more no's than yeses. I'm gonna go with the no's, and the reason I go with the no's is because, here's what's interesting, right? I thought about Ali, and you think about Ali's story. What was Ali's story, right? He's the heavyweight champion of the world. Now he was a little bit different just as far as an athlete. He was different from Cap. Cap was not the greatest football player on the planet. He wasn't the Michael Jordan of football. But he was a good football player. He appeared in the Super Bowl. He was solid. He just became the most notorious athlete in a good way, I think, because he took an important stand on an important issue. That's the first difference, right? Ali was literally the heavyweight champion of the world. If they were picking, the greatest football players on the planet, Cap might have come in like maybe 88th or something, right? I don't know. I have no idea. It wouldn't have been in the top five. But then, what's the next comparison? Ali lost favor with the boxing world, with the boxing commissions, etc., when he took a stand against the Vietnam War. He said Viet Cong ain't never called me nigger. He refused to sign up for the draft, and they banned him from boxing because of that. Kaepernick, simultaneously decided to start taking a knee on behalf of Black men being shot by the police, which is a wonderful thing. And he ends up being kicked out of, or not kicked. Well, some would say blackball from the NFL, but actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, give me a yes or no if I'm right about this, because I think this is accurate. I think I read this somewhere. He actually opted out of his contract with the 49ers. Did he opt out? I believe he opted out. I don't think he actually got cut. I don't believe he got cut. I believe he opted out, and he had signed a massive deal. It was like $126 million or something like that. So it wasn't like he got kicked out of the league, from what I understand. I think he actually opted out of the contract. And now with Ali didn't opt out of boxing. They opted him out. They kicked him out of boxing, right? So that's another difference. That's another, not to say it's the bad or good thing, it's just a difference, right? And then also remember, Kaepernick's battle was pretty much a labor dispute with, the NFL. It was a labor dispute. It was, I want my job. They don't want to hire me. They're working together to keep me from working. I'm going to file a lawsuit. Whereas Ali's situation was a little bit more serious, much more serious. Ali's opponent was not, the boxing commission or a boxing league. His opponent was the federal government. He had to fight the fucking federal government. He had to go to the Supreme Court. Like, they were going to send his ass to jail, right? The worst thing that happened to Cap is that he'd have 20 million in the bank instead of 80 million in the bank, right? Like in fact, he's probably got a lot more than we might know about, because last time I checked, when Nike does a feature ad on you, they pay you $50 to $100 million. That's what people have told me, right? So there's a big difference between being threatened with jail and being threatened with, you're going to be an average millionaire instead of an above average millionaire. Okay, so that's another difference. And then I think what's interesting and fascinating is that, when you really look at the differences in terms of, when I looked at Kaepernick's activism, I tried to figure out, I support him. Why do I support him? And then I have challenges supporting him at times. Why do I have my challenges? I was really trying to reflect on that. I support him because I support the cause, right? I think any of us, say yes in the chat if you agree with Kaepernick's cause. Do you agree that we should all take a stand to respect and support the Black men being shot by the police? Yes or no? Do you support the cause? Give me a yes. Let's just say yes. Make sure we're on the same page. I support the cause. Barbara said no. Damn, Barbara, you're kind of mean. I say yes. I support the cause. I think the interesting thing to me was it got a little weird when I saw all these Black male millionaires calling each other sellouts. I think that was one of the things that really got me. It was, all of you guys are doing good. I saw the main suspects were Jay-Z, Kaepernick, Stephen A, and Kaepernick's buddy, Eric Reed. Eric Reed was kind of the Solange to Kaepernick's Beyonce, so Beyonce would say something, Solange was the backup singer. So Eric Reed was Kaepernick's backup singer, and they'd be retweeting each other and all that shit. And I remember just kind of thinking that it's very weird to me that you have all these millionaires calling each other capitalist sellouts when every single one of these guys is benefiting handsomely from the capitalist system. I mean, benefiting on a level that most of us are not. Now, let's see here. Magzo says, Dr. Boyce, I do not believe Kaepernick took a knee because of the shooting of unarmed Black men. I believe he took that knee because he got benched and he used on. Well, that's what I've heard that theory too. I've actually heard that, Magzo. I've heard people say that Kaepernick took a knee because Kaepernick wasn't playing no more. that before, when he was playing, he wasn't taking no knees. They're saying he took the knee because of what was going on with, you know, his actual job, right? And using that as kind of a smokescreen for, you know, the fact that he was mad that he was being benched. I'm not going to go that far because I don't know what was in the man's heart. And I'll just say that, you know, it's not exactly like Capper has ever been in the struggle. He's never been in the struggle, right? He's never been, I mean, not since he was maybe, you know, 12 or something, right? But even once you become a superstar athlete in high school, you out of the struggle. That's when they shipping you out to private schools to go play, you know, to play football, and you hang around white girls and wealthy white families and stuff that adopt you because they love Negroes that can play sports, right? So he ain't really in the struggle like that. But it doesn't mean that that he's not a good person with noble objectives. I just think that when you position yourself from a place of self-righteousness, you got to be real careful with that. So when he was calling Jay-Z a sellout capitalist, I didn't like that because I told you guys earlier, you got to follow the money. And I'm a financial expert, so I know how to follow the money. And I'm like, brother, your bank account is filled with dirty capitalist money. And last I checked, you know, you might have gave away $1 million or $2 million, but I have never seen you say, I'm gonna give away 90% of all the money I made from Nike to the black community, right? That I've not seen that. Give me a yes or no if you've seen anything like that. You know, and I'm not even saying he should do that. I'm not saying he should do that. I'm saying that if you stand up and you're, you know, dissing another brother saying you're just a dirty capitalist just because he took the same bread that you were trying to get, you know, he went and took a job with the NFL before you could get one. I think that's a little bit weird. I think that that's a little hypocritical. I think it's a matter of maybe he could have came out and just said, look, I wish Jay-Z and I were on the same page. We're not, but here's where I stand. And, you know, here's the issue. And here's the other thing too. Here's the other point that's really, really telling that I think everybody should dig into this and think this through. How much progress has actually been made on the core issue of police shootings of black men since Kaepernick started taking a knee? How much progress has actually been made? Like, tell me seriously, like, tell me about some specific examples in which this whole, you know, brouhaha, this whole shit has led to a decline in black men being shot by the cops. You know, has it changed police behavior and conduct and training all throughout the globe or all throughout the country? Has it shifted? Like, where? And I'm not trying to put this all on Kaepernick at all. I'm just trying to help you understand what it is and what it ain't. I'm not saying that it ain't what it ain't. I'm not saying that I'm saying to you, I'm not saying that it ain't what it is. Here we go. I ain't trying to say what it ain't what it is. I'm saying it is what it is, but I'm also saying it ain't what it ain't, right? Because some people think that it is what it ain't, and some people think it ain't what it is. All right, do you follow what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? I know I sound weird. I'm talking in riddles, but I'm really trying to break down the truth to you to help you understand and dissect this and see what's really going on. Here's what happened with Nike, and this is why Nike's market value went up $26 billion. And this is why Kaepernick should be playing in the NFL right now. Nike has shown that capitalist entities are extremely good at monetizing activism. Activism can be profitable if it is popular. Colin Kaepernick is a very popular man. So Nike was the most brilliant sons of bitches in the room when they decided to give Kaepernick that ad because they were just as brilliant giving him an ad as they would have been giving Muhammad Ali an ad. Because even though the system had booted Ali out, there were millions of people that loved that man. They saw him as the real champ, right? Joe Frazier was a fake champ, the white man's champ, right? Well, Colin Kaepernick is a guy that if Colin Kaepernick, tell me this, give me a yes or no. If Colin Kaepernick was signed to an NFL team in your city, would you at least consider watching the games and or buying tickets? Give me a yes or no. Would you watch those games and or buy tickets just out of support? Would you consider supporting some way, maybe watching the game, buying a ticket, buying his jersey, holding it down, just supporting? I know I would. I think that would be cool. I like the I live in Chicago, so I'm kind of a Bears fan, right? So if Cap came to play for the Bears, I'd be like, hey, baby, if Kaepernick were playing for the Bears, would you go with me to a Bears game? Yes. So Kaepernick would be good for business. So the fact that they're blocking him out of the league and they blackballed him doesn't even make economic sense. It only makes sense to somebody who's so racist that they're willing to lose money in order to protect their racism. You get what I'm saying? Do you follow me? Now, hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up button. I'm not going to be in here long because I'm going to go spend time with my woman. But I want to acknowledge Jamilison Perilewis, PhD. Thank you for your donation. And just so you guys know, if you support in the super chat, I will mention your business. So it's a good way to get low cost advertising for your book, your website, your business, whatever the case may be. Just don't be all cheap. Like, don't donate like 99 cents or something. I'm gonna say your name real fast. But if you give a bigger donation, I'll say it slow and I'll say it 3 or 4 times, and that'll give you a few $1,000 worth of free publicity. Let's see. Jamilison says, please get the book From Extreme Poverty to Success at Amazon, and please support the Black author. So the book from Dr. Pierre Lewis, PhD, is called From Extreme Poverty to Success. So I don't know if Dr. Pierre Lewis is the author of the book, or Pierre Lewis. I'm sorry, Pierre Lewis. If you are the author, congratulations. If you're not the author, then thank you for supporting Black, whoever it is. Tell them I wish them the best. So that's the bottom line. You see, Kaepernick can't on any planet, go off on another Black man and call him a dirty capitalist or whatever, because his hands are just as economically dirty as anybody's, right? He's got more money from capitalist institutions than probably 99.9% of the people that are going to watch this video. But that's okay. You see, the problem is that when you've allowed your Black activism to be sucked up by the socialist communist ideology, I think you can donate that. I think in the bottom there should be like a $ symbol or something for the super chat, Moyle. That's how you can do the super chat. But when you allow your Blackness to be absorbed and occupied or co-opted by the communist socialist ideology, then what effectively happens is that you force any Black activist to take a vow of poverty to prove that they're keeping it real. Like, has anybody ever seen that? You know what I'm talking about. You ever see those activists that literally get mad at another Black person because they're financially successful and somehow feel that because you're not poor, you ain't kept it real? Like, you ain't keeping it real. Look at you. You out here robbing Black people because you actually made money last year. You didn't go bankrupt. So that means you must be a crook, right? You got people out there like that, like people that are running the ADOS movement. Like the ADOS movement ain't gonna go, it ain't really gonna do too much, not with that leadership with Yvette and Tone, because they're gonna stay broke. Because they run around yelling at everybody who's Black, who's actually making money, who can actually help them, instead of actually going after white supremacy and understanding that economic power can actually be part of the fuel that drives your Black activism. So I'm never gonna advise you on any level, if you are sincere and serious about trying to become a strong activist in the Black community and become empowered in the community, I'm going to encourage you to get out here and hustle and get as many resources as you can. Learn about wealth so you can get land. Learn about investing so you can buy stocks and bonds. Learn how to start businesses so you can actually get revenue coming into your family, right? Learn how to build institutions in your community and stop dissing Black people just because they ain't broke. So I think with Kaepernick, I think everything was cool with him until he started getting self-righteous with people like Jay-Z. It's okay, you can critique Jay-Z because we know Jay-Z ain't perfect. Lord knows he ain't perfect. But Jay-Z at the same time, he himself, as he's benefited from the capitalist system, as Kaepernick has. He's also used his platform, though, to rap about things like police brutality, some of the same issues that Kaepernick has addressed in his own stand with the cops. But again, I go back to the core issue. What has actually changed in the community? What has changed for the masses as a result of Kaepernick getting more money in his bank account? He won't get a job in the NFL. I think that's settled. I don't think he's going to get to the NFL anytime soon. He might. If a team just really gets some courage, he might. But I doubt he's going to get a job in the NFL. But what he is going to do is he's going to get paid, because Nike is going to put out a Kaepernick shoe, which shows, once again, as I've argued with you guys, I've made this argument to you that, activism is profitable. Activism can be monetized. Colin Kaepernick is not so much an activist, though, who's actually making infrastructural changes in the community that I've seen, not that I've seen. I mean, I haven't seen thousands of people getting jobs. I haven't seen, 50 businesses being built in the hood. I haven't seen schools, 10, 20, 30 schools being built around the country. But he's a symbol. He's a symbol. And because he's such a powerful symbol, then effectively he's going to, he's going to make money off that shoe. That's why they're going to sell the shoe, because he's a brilliant and an amazing symbol. Let's see. Please do something about that background. You don't like the background? Oh man, whatever, Adrian. Whatever. You just hating. You just hating. I can try to change the background, see if y'all like a different background. Y'all can't see if you're on your Black World, you can't see the background. But let me see if I can change it for you guys. Hit the thumbs up button. I'm gonna mess with this for a second, and then I gotta go because Alicia's here, and I gotta actually be a husband for a little while, for a long while, because I enjoy being a husband because I love my wife. Let me see. See, I'm trying to clean it up. Trying to not get in trouble today. Oh, she loves me, y'all. She loves me so much. All right, so let me see if I can find a better image. Here we go. Let's try this one. There we go. There's an image with Kaepernick. What you think about that? Y'all like that one a little bit better? So anyway, the last thing I'll throw in here is this. Please hit the thumbs up button, and also don't forget, if you want to go to the Black Business School, come check us out in the Black Business School so that you can actually learn about business and all these other things. So it's theblackbusinessschool.com, that's theblackbusinessschool.com. All right. So I know, Adrian, I know you meant no disrespect. No disrespect to you either, because shit, when I'm experimenting, just know that half the shit I do will probably be stupid, and I accept that. I accept my own stupidity so that I can then embrace my own intelligence. Alicia's over here; she's on the side. So last point I'll make on this Kaepernick thing. Again, because I think Nike was so intelligent to partner with him, because I think that Kaepernick is he's a good dude. Based on what I see. He is a profitable business partner. He needs to run around, stop calling everybody a capitalist, because brother, you making money from the system. You're not so much a capitalist, but free enterprise is okay. There's nothing wrong with making money. You just don't want to hurt people in the process. The last component I throw in here is this: as the Kaepernicks of the world and others decide what to do with this power that they have, as they decide what to do with all this influence they have. He's going to sell a lot of shoes because a lot of people love him, a lot of people admire him. You got to think about, what does your community need in order to have substantive, meaningful change? Like, what does your community need in order to have real, solid change in the world? What do they need? Well, what the Black community needs is not more symbols. We got motherfucking symbols all over the goddamn place. Give me a yes or no if you understand what I'm saying. We have enough symbolism. Obama gave us enough symbolism for the next 50 years. Seriously, like Obama gave us enough symbolism to last us for the next 10 generations. We have enough symbolism. We ever since we had white Jesus all the way up to all the other symbols that we see on TV, Negroes on TV that are getting like paraded around in front of us. That symbolism is fine, but what you need is substance. You need infrastructure. Black people need infrastructure. What does that infrastructure look like? It means we need to have our own schools. We need to get all our celebrities together to raise the money to build profitable. I believe they can be profitable, actually. I don't think everything doesn't have to be socialism. I believe you can build high quality, profitable schools where the investors in these schools will actually make money. The reason you want them to make money is because that gives them the incentive to invest. So I believe, so if I were to gather, 20 people around the table who are ready to put $5 million down on a good idea and raise $100 million on the spot, plus lend me their social media platforms to do the marketing, I could show you a profitable way that they could build an infrastructure of Black schools all around the country, where the families wouldn't have to pay that much money, but yet the investors could actually make money. The Black community is not a charity case. You got that from socialism and communism. Socialism and communism, which co-opted Blackness, particularly during the 40s, 50s, and 60s. I believe that they co-opted Blackness to make you think you always have to lean left in order to be Black. No, I'm not liberal. I'm not conservative. I'm just Black all the time. And so basically, they teach you that the Black community is a charity case. They teach you that the best way an athlete or an entertainer can help the Black community is to go and dump a whole bunch of money in the community and give all these donations and drain their wealth and end up broke. No, if you're giving away all your money, you're going to end up broke. I would prefer to tell them, like, no. Don't give away your spare change to your community. I want you to take the bulk of your money and invest that in your community, and let's work with our biggest and best and brightest minds so that we are able to actually develop the infrastructure necessary to give you a solid return on investment, which will therefore incentivize you to want to bring more money to the table. Let me tell you a little secret. Let me break it down for you. Because it's already happening. The difference is that when Black entertainers do their charity, they come to the hood. When they do their investments, they go to the white boys. And when they do their charity, they give $1. When they do their investments, they give $1 million. They give $1 million, right? Jay-Z he invested money into Uber. He was one of the initial investors in Uber. Uber was so profitable and doing so well that Jay-Z called the founder of the company and begged him to take another $5 million from him. He said, here, please, I want you to take my money. The owner said, no, thank you. We don't want any more capital. We don't need any more capital right now. Right. So if you give everybody an incentive to participate, then you can have the ability to develop something that is profitable, that's going to work. So, we have different plans. You guys know we have the Black Business School. That's one good start right there. That's one area where, we are making it work. We're not charging a ton of money, and we're giving people a superior educational experience. But there are other ways to really extrapolate and expand those models. And I want Kaepernick and guys like that to really understand that that's what the community needs. They need schools. We need businesses, lots and lots of Black businesses, and we also need incubators for those businesses, which means that instead of football camps, every football camp needs to be copied with an investors camp or a business entrepreneurship camp. For every football camp in the hood, there should be an entrepreneurship camp in the hood so that we can build those businesses in our communities that will make our community strong. So do you get what I'm saying? Give me a yes or no in the chat if you follow what I'm saying. Because I'm about to go, guys. Just give me a yes in the chat to let me know that we learned something today. Because I'm not just here to talk. I'm here to actually help you grow. So congratulations to Cap and Nike and the shoe. The shoe's going to do well. This whole PR thing, maybe that was the master plan that, they were like, hey, we're going to raise some hell with the NFL and get this shoe, marketed. I don't know. But God bless him. I wish him the best. I think he deserves it. Less is more pro. Thank you for your support. It says, thanks, Boyce. LES is spelled LES, not LESS. Less is more pro. So LESISMOREPRO.com, web and graphic design. You may want to get a shorter URL that's easier to spell. That's one thing I would advise, because if you ever go like on the radio and talk about your business and you mention the name of the business, I can guarantee you a lot of people are going to misspell it, and you might miss a lot of customers that way. So maybe get you another URL that's easy to spell, easy to pronounce, and so that everybody will grab it. Okay, so my base will say like Blag Enough. Blag Enough is a word. Blagenough.com. That's a word that people often misspell. So my solution was I got a T-shirt that has Blag Enough on it, and I really only talk about it when I put the T-shirt up, or I'll ask somebody to type it in the chat. Okay, but less is more pro.com, and it's spelled LES, not LESS. Okay, guys. All right, guys. I'm about to get out of here. Please hit the thumbs up button before you go. Share, subscribe. Also, if you want to join my masterclass, I'm going to do a cohort of the masterclass in the new year. Feel free to go to drboycemasterclass.com. You can actually watch the recordings of the previous masterclass and get ready for the upcoming class if you want to do that. It's drboycemasterclass.com. And we are going to do an event in New Orleans in January, but I'm sorry, guys, it's literally already sold out. We have no more seats, so we have no more space for that one, but we got some other stuff coming up later on in the year. So feel free to take care, guys, and love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Coco, what hotel will we staying in for the wedding? I will let you know, Tammy, very, very soon. So take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Have a good evening. See you later.